Release your faith in a big way. Now, don't have just a little vision. You're not inconveniencing God to believe big. In fact, it's just the opposite. When you believe it to do great things, when you believe it to set a new standard for your family, it pleases God. Take the limits off and say, I don't see a way, but God, I know you have a way. So I'm going to believe it to have these twins. I'll believe it to start a business to impact the world. I will believe that my whole family will serve you. I will believe to get totally well. When you release your faith in a big way, it pleases God. My father could have put on that sign, just Lakewood Community Church. Nothing wrong with that. But God had put something bigger in his heart. He could have looked at the circumstances. We're just 90 people. We don't have a lot of money. We don't have a nice building. We'll never do anything great. If he'd done that, we wouldn't be such a big church today. It doesn't matter what it looks like in the natural. God is a supernatural God. He's not limited by your resources, by your environment, by your education, by your nationality. If you have a big vision, God will not only do what you're dreaming about, He'll do more than you can ask or think. A few years after my father went to be with the Lord and I stepped up to pastor the church, I had a desire to write a book. My dad had written many books and they were all translated into Spanish. On the bookshelf I walk by at home every day, I had 2 copies of my dad's most popular book. One was in English and the other was in Spanish. I kept those books in front of me, knowing one day at the right time I would write a book. My dream was that it too would be translated into Spanish. In my mind, this seemed so far out. I never thought I could get up and minister, much less write a book. This was stretching my faith. A year went by, no book. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It would have been easy to lose my passion and think it was never going to happen. But I had my father's books strategically placed on this bookshelf right outside my closet. To get to the other parts of the house, I had to go right by those 2 books. I saw them thousands and thousands of times. I didn't always consciously think about them, but even subconsciously I was moving toward writing my own. My faith was being released. Something on the inside was saying, yes, one day I'm going to write a book. In 2004, I wrote my first book, Your Best Life Now. When the publisher read the manuscript, they decided to publish it in English and in Spanish at the same time. Normally, they wait to see if anybody buys it first, but that's the way God is. His dream for your life is bigger than your own.